Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Headlines with Amr, where we cover my favorite headlines of the week. Today is Friday, November 22nd, and we are getting started in Rome, my friends. Guys, it's tough times at the Vatican. The Pope says that their pension funds face a serious imbalance. Our dear friend, the Holy One, sent a letter to all the world's cardinals in the world, every single one of them, telling them that they would need to start making difficult decisions that will require generosity and a willingness to sacrifice. I understand that houses of worship at the end of the day are still financial institutions, but why is the Pope managing this? Doesn't it take away from some of his holiness when he sounds like a editor-in-chief of a dying local newspaper losing out to digital? I mean, he's like, hey guys, ignore that message that I sent you about standing up for LGBT rights and speaking out against genocide. We will not be providing overtime for midnight mass anymore. Also, why did he send letters? I feel like he should have gone with email. Moving on, I want to tell you all about the Human Cell Atlas project. Perhaps you are familiar with this project, launched in 2016. It is meant to map every single one of the 37 trillion cells in your body. Every single one. And they're excited about it. They're saying it could do all kinds of stuff. And I think I'm excited about it too. But a little part of me, perhaps a little cellular part of me, feels like maybe this is too much. I feel like we have gone too far down the road of information and mapping things and knowledge and data, metadata, big data, data-driven solutions, because all you need is the data and the information. And then you can change the world and solve all the problems. And I just don't think it's worked out that way. I just feel like we want to go to sleep with some kind of technological headgear and some app that's going to tell us how many times our eyelid twitched and our pinky nail moved. And if we could just figure that out, we can optimize our productivity, because that's what humans need. And I don't know, why don't we focus a little bit more about the ground we've already covered and making that better rather than trying to cover new ground? Call me lame. Besides, if it's all about data, I've always believed that if you torture data long enough, it'll tell you what you want to hear. Let us close with what I believe is some very good news. Matt Gaetz has withdrawn himself from consideration from becoming the next Attorney General of the United States. I, for one, am very excited, but I'm also a little surprised. I've never known these folks to go back on something. And now that they have the Senate and the House and the courts, I really assumed they were just going to have their way with us. What is it about this guy that made him be the one that they changed their mind on? I mean, he is a face-injecting, sexual predating, sex trafficking, sexual forcing, sexual assaulting, sexual freedom-hating, sexual eel, I don't know, dirty person, sorry, eels. And he's got a lot in common with these guys. Maybe he just checked a lot more of the boxes than they did, or maybe it was ultimately just about optics. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have an excellent weekend, and I will see you all very soon.